Hey, this is Zachlog the Great. Atheists are a weird group. They like to talk as if they're a bunch of extremely intelligent, independent thinkers who've really delved into all these important philosophical questions on their own. And yet, they frequently bring up as these big gotcha questions things that kids who are raised as Christians would often end up talking over with their friends when they're all teenagers. In some cases, it's even worse. Oh, the same book of the Bible that outlaws homosexuality also outlaws eating shellfish. So if you eat shrimp, you're a horrible sinner. Sorry, but we Christians literally addressed this question thousands of years ago. Read Acts chapter 15. No exaggeration. Literally, plural, thousands of years ago. One recent case of this I saw was taken from Twitter, from @forumatheist. Christianity. Belief that one God created a universe 13.79 billion years old, 93 billion light years in diameter, 1 light year equals approximately 6 trillion miles, consisting of over 200 billion galaxies, each containing an average of 200 billion stars, only to have a personal relationship with you. In the late 15th century, Christian philosopher Nicholas of Cusa suggested that the stellar distances were, relative to us, infinitely large, and even speculated on the existence and nature of extraterrestrial life. These ideas are nothing new to us. You're not blowing our minds with these new ideas. You're just 500 years out of date. More recently, C.S. Lewis wrote science fiction novels speculating on extraterrestrial life and how it might relate to Christian theology. 80 years ago. Again, a bit behind the times, my atheist friend. But let's leave aside the fact that your shocking revelation is something Christians have been thinking about for a few centuries, and address it directly. So let's take the age and size as a given. I mean, they are inferences, not absolute fact, but let's not quibble that part at the moment. First off, the entire sting of this claim is in one word. Only. But this is not Christian doctrine. I suppose some Christian or other may have said this. There are a lot of us, and we say a lot of things, some smart, some stupid. But I'm not aware of any formally defined doctrine addressing what's out there. The Bible doesn't really say anything about what's out there or why God made it. It's just not addressed. I guess God figured we have more than enough trouble learning to get along with one another here on Earth. So, it could well be that the entire universe is filled with creations of God that have nothing whatsoever to do with me. And that's fine. As a Christian, it does not trouble me in the least. On the other hand, I know nothing about the foundational underpinnings of reality. I don't know what it takes to create an Earth or a human being. It could well be that in order to create us, he had to create the entire vast universe. Maybe. And here's another point. You say this as if this would be a problem for God, as if it were difficult. I mean, it would be ridiculous for me to build an entire 10-bedroom mansion to house just one person. It would be a lot of work, an extraordinary amount of effort. But you betray your complete lack of imagination here. Read Genesis chapter 1. Okay, let's say we don't take it as literal. Fine, I don't know. But it's still a description of God's process. Do you know how difficult it was for him to start the entire universe into motion? He spoke. He said a few words. It would be as difficult for him to create uncountable galaxies of stars across unimaginable distance as it is for you to say your name. So why shouldn't he? Why did he create all the stars? Maybe just for fun. Maybe he just found it amusing or beautiful. Why not? It wasn't tough for him. Look, I'm not saying there's nothing that could challenge us. I'm not saying that it's impossible to knock Christianity down. But, atheists, if you want to flex about how smart you are, if you want to dunk on those stupid Christians, you gotta try harder, guys. 'Cause this is just sad. Gotta be with you.